Good afternoon, everyone. These are the topics that I'm going to discuss. Why don't teachers plan and textbook centered units? But first, I will tackle why don't teachers plan? So, there are some reasons why teachers fail to plan. Here are few reasonable conclusions about the factors that involve in teachers' failure to plan. Letter A, not enough time. We know already that teachers have a lot of responsibilities. For example, clerical tasks, students demanding attention, classroom accidents, paper grading, hanggang sa maubos na yung time at the end of the day, then they fail to plan. Letter B, failure to set time priorities or give priority to planning. A teacher must be very careful to choose what they do and give priority to planning. It's good also to have a to-do list so that you will know what to do first, and at the end of the day, you'll have an accomplishment and it is satisfying in your part. Letter C, dependence on previous materials. Because sometimes, if you already have your materials, you think, I already have a material, so no need to make a new one. Letter D, procrastination. So, ang tendency kasi pag mahaba pa yung time, sasabihin na lang, um, marami pa namang araw para gawin yung isang bagay. Then, you come to the point na last minute mo na siya gagawin, then hindi na makakapag-isip ng maayos because lack of preparation. And letter E, failure to communicate. Maybe some teachers, they tend to rely by their own knowledge or own capability and etc. And they forgot to ask some information or to let involve those, for example, parents, some teachers, um, officials, school officials, and resource people. So the tendency, the teacher will fail to plan. Because the advantage of letting those people involved in planning for you to have another information and that you will gain that or that will help in your planning. Letter F, experience. Experience itself may stand in the way of effective planning, but if you won't learn or if you don't learn from your experience, then you will fail to plan. Letter G, lack of interest or enthusiasm for the content. Some teachers will say that they do not like social studies, and the tendency they will lose their interest. But as a teacher, you must learn to love and not to hate it. Letter H, fear of the content. Some teachers think I don't have enough knowledge to teach this content. But as a teacher, you need to study it in advance so that you will teach and deliver it effectively. Next, letter I, low energy. It's either physical or psychological. Letter J, inability to deal with peer pressure. Teachers want to be approved and liked by other teacher. They model their behavior or on experienced teacher. So all of those reasons na nabanggit ay sabi dito, there are no easy ways to deal with all these forces that work against planning. But if you learn to have a self-discipline, time management, and always know what is priority, then you'll have a good result in planning. However, beyond these difficult and elusive acts of will, there are some concrete strategies that teachers can use to improve planning, habits, and skills. Not but not all of the following suggestions will work for everybody, but they are worth a try. So here are the following. Letter A, schedule your time to include specifically designated planning time and stick to the schedule as though a planning time were a meeting with the president. So, you need to make your schedule ah, para maiwasan yung ah, magamit yung ibang time doon sa mga time na kung saan ay available para sa'yo. So you need to make your schedule wisely. Letter B, make a list of planning jobs and prioritize the list. So kanina ay nabanggit ko na it's good to have a to-do list in order to prioritize the things that is important. Letter C, examine and change your patterns of behavior to avoid distractions. So kung alam mo sa sarili mo na madidistract ka sa ganitong bagay, so you need to discipline yourself para maiwasan mo yung mga bagay na kung saan ay hindi naman dapat gawin. Letter D, do the worst first, meaning complete that which you most dread and want to put off before you do the easier or more satisfying things. So kung alam mo sa sarili mo na mahihirapan ka, then you need to do it first para sa last na gagawin mo ay madali na lang. E, learn to say no without feeling guilt, training off and away those who would interrupt your planning time. So, kung alam mo sa sarili mo na may kailangan kang gawin, then unexpectedly there are some of your friends na nagyaya, then it's better to say no kung hindi naman siya importante. Lastly, textbook-centered units. If we observe in the elementary, both teachers and pupils have their own textbook. So, the advantage of this, the pupils will do study and know the content in advance. And sa part naman ng teacher, they will give single assignment and to unify instructions. So, makikita naman natin yung difference kapag may sariling textbook. Yung mga bata ay talagang makakapag-aral sila ng mabuti kasi hawak nila yung book. But, kailangan din ng assistance ng parents kung nasa bahay na sila para makapag-aral sila ng mabuti, and then pagdating sa school ay mai-share sila sa klase. That's all and God bless.